If you hold on just a little while longer, I know he will come through. Just
let's go, family. Drop the link. Drop the link. Let's get it. We about to turn this thing up, baby.
The devil is a liar, because what's coming for you, it's gonna be. Get ready for checks in the mail, raises and bonuses, healing in your body. Your children are gonna make it. I believe. Mama, I made it. God is about to blow my mind. If you're doing it big, let's go. It's gonna be big. Pull your phone out and take a selfie. Cause what you look like now, you won't look like next year. Cause God is a big guy. God is a big guy. God is a big guy. Say I believe. I believe. Yeah, it's my season. That is my season. God didn't bring you this far just to bring you this far. I believe. Say this, it's my time. That it's my time. Yeah. It's my time. If you're doing it big, let's go. I can feel it. Breakthroughs in the room. Breakthroughs in the room. It's yours if you want it. I'm anticipating. Fellas, God's getting ready. Yeah. God's getting ready to move. This is my favorite part. For I know. God. He work. Yeah. And it's gonna be. Hey, if you still believe that the pandemic doesn't change the promise, you ought to declare. And it's gonna be big. God is a big guy. God is a big guy. Yeah. God is a big guy. Everybody, let's go. God's gonna open the windows of He's gonna pour me out a blessing. Won't be wrong to contain it. Won't even try. Yeah. It's gonna be big. God's about to blow your mind. It's about to blow my mind. I need everybody up right now. It's gonna be big. Yeah, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. It's gotta be big. Lord, let it be. Hey, my future is big. My blessing is big. My destiny's big. The new job will be. The next check will be. The next door will be. Lord, let it be big. Hey, and it's gonna be. What is God about to do for you? Say. God is about to blow my mind. Let's swag it, sir. Swag it, sir. He's gonna pour. Yeah. A blessing I know. Yeah. The whole squad with it. Wheels and number. Tell everybody connected to you, they better stay close to you. Cause the next thing God is doing for you, it's gonna be so. The devil already know when it is gonna be. God bless you.
В условиях неопределенности
Let me
бизнесу
mute.
сложно расти,
Hold on,
но
family.
с правильным инструментом
They're trying to get in the way of greatness, you feel me? But what's going on, family? How everybody doing, man? I hope everybody having a great day, man. I hope everybody's having a fantastic afternoon, man. Listen, man, I don't know if y'all really understand who we got on this call, right? We got some phenomenal, some phenomenal people on this call, right? And I'm not even talking about myself, right? So this is what I need everybody on to do. This is what I need everybody to do. We got 108 people on the call. Let's get this to 200, right? Let's get this to 200. You know what I'm saying? Let's really show people what's about to happen, what's capable of happening, right? We got a go live educator that's about to get on this call and absolutely go nuts, right? So I'm gonna play one more song, right? We're gonna let a few more people in this thing, right? But let's go ahead and flood the Telegram and, let's drop Millie on the way. Millie on the way, man. If you know, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and lead the wave, right? Millie on the way. Millie on the way. Bet. Millie on the way, family. We're gonna play one more song and then we're gonna get it cracking.
Все становится проще.
Y'all know I like the other version, man. The live one, it's cool, but I like that, you know what I'm saying? Let's go.
If you hold on just a little while longer, I know he will come through just for you. I'm talking to the person who was frustrated to the point that you said throw the whole year away. The devil is a liar, cause what's coming for you, it's gonna be. Get ready for checks in the mail, raises and bonuses, healing in your body. Your children are gonna make it, I believe. Mama, I made it. To blow my mind. If you're doing it big, let's go. It's gonna be big. Pull your phone out and take a selfie. Cause what you look like now, you won't look like next year. Cause God is a big guy. God is a big guy. God is a big guy. Say I believe. I believe. Yeah. It's my season. That is my season. God didn't bring you this far just to bring you this far. I believe. Say this. It's my time. That it's my time. Yeah. It's my time. If you're doing it big, let's go. Let's go. You feel it. Breakthroughs in the room. Breakthroughs in the room. It's yours if you want it. I'm anticipating. God's getting ready, ready, yeah. God's getting ready to move. This is my favorite part, for I know God, He work, yeah. And it's gonna be, hey, if you still believe that the pandemic doesn't change the promise, you ought to declare. And it's gonna be. God is a big guy. God is a big guy. Yeah. God is a big guy. Everybody, let's go. God's gonna open the windows of heaven. He's gonna pour me out a blessing. Won't be wrong to complain it. Won't even try. Yeah. It's gonna be big. God's about to blow your mind. It's about to blow my mind. I need everybody up right now. It's gonna be big. Yeah, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. It's gotta be big. Lord, let it be. Hey, my future is big. My blessing is big. My destiny's big. The new job will be. The next check will be. The next door will be. Lord, let it be big. Hey, and it's gonna be. What is God about to do for you? Say. God about to blow my mind. Let's swag it, sir. Swag it, sir. He's gonna pour. Yeah. A blessing I know. Yeah. The whole squad with it. Wheels and number. God is about to blow my mind. Tell everybody connected to you, they better stay close to you. Cause the next thing God is doing for you, it's gonna be so. The devil already know when it and it's gonna be. God bless you.
All right, all right, all right. Let me let this last person into the room. Pause the ads. You know the ads like to get in the way. What's going on, family, man? What's going on, man? How y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing tonight, man? Real quick, let's start off this call with some gratitude, family. Drop some gratitude in the chat, right? Drop some gratitude in the chat. Find one thing that you're grateful for and drop it in the chat. Now, while I let in these last couple of people,
Преимущество у того, кто лучше.
Trying to get jiggy. Hold up, hold up. All right, bet, man. Let's go ahead and drop some gratitude in that chat. You know, I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity to open up this call for you, ladies and gentlemen, today, for you beautiful souls out there, right? Welcome to the power of consistency, family. As y'all seen from the flyer, right, we got some phenomenal speakers on this call, right? And I just want to, you know, just personally express my gratitude to both of you ladies, because, you know, a lot of y'all know my story. Some of y'all may not, but for those who don't, right? My name is Swank Bandzzz. Real name is Davian Harper. 28 years old, and I'm out in Houston, Texas. Shout out to H. And I started this opportunity, you know, about a year and 2 months, right? January 5th, 2021. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, right? It took me a good 2 weeks to really see what was going on. And I literally text my mentor. I'm like, look, man, I don't know, right? Like, I don't know if I can do this, man. Like, it just seemed too overwhelming. I'm not getting it. I feel like I've wasted my money. Like, it's just not clicking. I'm like, man, is there a way to get my money back? And, you know, big shout out to Mr. EP, right? Mr. Eric Parker. He said, why don't you try HFX? Because I had the elite package. He's like, why don't you try, you know, HFX? And he said, MILLZ is about to go live. I'm like, okay, whatever that means, whoever that is, right? And I literally hopped on this lady's session. And when I say within 5 minutes of clicking play, right, I literally text EP and was like, oh yeah, this is it. Like literally, oh yeah, this is it. And he sent back a big LMAO, right? And then, you know, about a couple hours after that session, right? Because I was at about 11 o'clock in the morning, right? I actually found myself tuning into another lady, right? And, you know, I've joked about this a lot, but, you know, I like to call her the Black MILLZ, right? Because I hopped on one of her sessions and I received the same feeling that I received from MILLZ. So I'm like, oh my God, like these boss ladies is really running it up, right? So I just want to, you know, express some gratitude, because if it wasn't for you two ladies, I definitely would have not been in this opportunity as long as I should have and could have been. So, you know, definitely big shout out to y'all. Definitely big shout out to y'all. I'm not gonna be on here too long, y'all. I just want to give y'all a couple tips, right? A couple little pointers. Now, if you got your notes, you might want to pull them out. I know the ladies are gonna go absolutely crazy, right? But let me just give y'all, you know, some things about consistency that you can, you know, just kind of take with you from this call, right? The power of consistency, right? We need to do things consistently because it builds cellular memory, right? So doing things like kindness, being happy, being of service, right? Practicing a skill set. Right, let me let this last person in. Practicing the skill set, right? If we do it every day, it goes to cellular memory. And then it goes from cellular memory to the subconscious. Then it goes from the subconscious to create neural paths that are formed in your brain to make things more effective and more efficient, right? You can put in parentheses, create habits, right? So consistency literally will create habits, right? So depending on your level of consistency is going to depend on your effectiveness of your habits, right? Skills, knowledge, and desire on a consistent basis will literally help you achieve your goals, right? This world is too big, right? This world is big enough for you to dream bigger and dream more often, right? But a lack of consistency will literally keep that dream from you, right? You're not too small for anything, right? So if you want a 7-figure trading account, there's a certain amount of consistency that's required, all right? You want to start your own business, you want to lose weight, like it doesn't matter what you're trying to do, it requires a level of consistency, right? And a level of faith. For those that know David and Manitier's formula, right? Shout out for the people that was at Believe Nation, right? Desire plus skills times faith is literally all you need. But I want to put in parentheses consistency, right? Because you got to consistently have desire. You got to consistently have skills, and you got to consistently have faith, right? Persistency comes from consistency, right? Don't let that go over your head. Persistency comes from consistency, right? And it doesn't matter what I teach. It doesn't matter what Be Wealthy teach. It doesn't matter what MILLZ teaches, right? If we can't teach you consistency, it's pointless, right? Now, I'm going to give you just 2 things on how to become more consistent, and then I'm going to pass it on and off, right? The first thing that you must do is be aware, family. It takes awareness with any problem, with anything you're trying to get over. It takes awareness, right? And then the second thing, it's only 2 steps, man. The second thing is removing your ego, all right? Removing your ego, fam, because you feel bad when you're not consistent, because it leads to the results that you don't want, right? But when you remove your ego and allow yourself to literally do something on a consistent basis, regardless of how you feel, you get the job done, right? So that's just my little spiel. Hope y'all caught that. Hope y'all was taking some notes. This next person I want to bring up to the stage, I don't think enough can be said about this woman right here. She's truly a servant leader, and from the start of me joining this opportunity, even from right now, and from going further in the future, this is somebody who literally puts people over profits, right? Y'all see her every day, 2 to 3 times a week, 2 to 3 times a day, 5 days out the week, right? Let me get some B's in the chat, right? Let me go ahead and get some B's in the chat, because I know her name is buzzing all around this business, right? She's buzzing all around HFX, right? If you've been in this business for a couple months, you already know who this is, family. She hosts trainings every night. She hosts 2 trading calls every day, right? And not only just trade, family, she actually builds the business, right? So I know we haven't really had a chance to hear from, Miss Be Wealthy. I called her, I'm like, look, man, we need some gems from you, like the people want to hear from B, right? So with no further ado, family, let me get out the way of greatness. And, I just want to let these ladies take over this call. So Miss B, where you at, man? Come to the stage, come and talk to the people.
Jeez, let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my camera on. Let's go, family. We can go ahead and get me spotlighted here. I think we are good. Give me 1 second. Let me spotlight. I got more people coming in. Family, this is amazing. Keep sharing the link. Let's get a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me. Get a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me. I want to make sure we're good. There we go. Family. We got almost 200 on the call. Continue to send a link. I see more people are coming in. Wow, I see more people are coming in. We may have to pass the co-host. I know my guy, Swank, is also holding it down. We can pass it. Let's see, Trey Perry. We can pass the co-host to just one other person to be able to help you, Swank. I don't know if we can do that. Okay, I don't know if we can do that, Swank. Can we do that? Just to pass the co-host to just one other person, just to be able to help us as we start this call.
Yeah, we're good. I gave it.
Okay. All right, good deal. Okay, let's go ahead and get everyone muted. So family, let's go ahead and get myself spotlighted here. So family, I definitely want to thank each and every one of you guys for joining this call today, right? This is an amazing call, family. I don't think you guys understand who we have on this call today, right? We have a Go Live educator, the GOAT herself, right? You guys look at me and say, wow, Be Wealthy, you're killing it. But guys, you don't understand who paved the way. Guys, you don't understand who allowed me to become in the position that I am today, right? This young lady has literally paved the way. When we say paved the way, we got more people coming in. This is amazing, right? This is amazing. More people are just coming in. Guys, keep sharing the link, right? I'm trying to let people in, but hey, I don't need to do that, right? I got co-hosts that's helping us out. So we still got more people just coming in. This is amazing. Keep sharing the link, family, right? We have an individual on this call today, right, who has been crashing, right? Crashing the HFX market, right? We're talking about the GOAT herself, Millie MILLZ. The GOAT herself, Millie MILLZ. Family, let's drop a Millie MILLZ in the chat. Let's drop a Millie MILLZ in the chat. Family, this is amazing. This is a call that I literally never saw coming, right? But understand, let's drop a Millie MILLZ in the chat, right? She's the GOAT. Drop a Millie MILLZ in the chat, right? A woman who has paved the way. A woman who has mastered the skill set. A woman that I admire. A woman that I look up to, right? A woman that I try to be like, right, when I get older, right, guys? Understand, Mrs. Millie MILLZ will be speaking on this call today, right? You see her on Go Live. You see her on the HFX calls at 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Central, right? But you see her on this call with us today. Family, this is amazing. Wow, Millie, I can't say how grateful I am for you even stepping to do this call for my team. Millie, I can't say how grateful I am for you even considering the collaboration with me today. Millie, I can't even express the gratitude. Millie, you know that when we were at I Am Women's, literally by you just asking me a question, I broke down in tears. And I'm not going to do that today, right? But I'm thankful. I'm excited. I'm grateful to have you on this call today, right? And before we bring up Millie MILLZ, I want to kind of talk about, right, guys, like Swank said, consistency, right? Consistency. Millie MILLZ is the definition of consistency, right? She has been a Go Live educator for years, right? And has managed one of the top educator roles in I Am Mastery Academy. Not only that, family, she is a mother. If you're a mother on this call, drop a fire in the chat. Let's see what my mothers are on this call. If you are a mother on this call, drop a fire in the chat. If you are a mother on this call, drop a fire in the chat, right? Because ladies, this call is for you. If you ever feel like you can't do this, I want you to look at this young lady right here that we're getting ready to bring up and say, you know what? I can do it, right? She's a mother of 2 beautiful kids, right? Not only is she a mother, she's an excellent wife, right? Where my wives on the call? If you're married, drop a 1 in the chat, right? If you're married and you're doing this business full time, drop a 1 in the chat, right? Because this individual who I'm about to bring up is someone that I look up to, someone that I admire, someone that I'm extremely grateful for. We're almost at 200. Continue to share the link. We're almost at 200. Continue to share the link. When we talk about consistency, family, where does consistency come from? Consistency comes from hard work. Consistency comes from dedication. Consistency comes from believing. Family, understand I joined I Am Mastery Academy back in August of 2020, right about a year and a half ago, family. And I never even imagined that I'll be having live trading calls while I'm helping hundreds of individuals catch a bag. I didn't imagine that. When I first joined I Am Mastery Academy, I just wanted to leave my job, right? I just wanted to get out of the 9-to-5, the senior accountant position, right? But understand, family, by seeing this woman, by seeing this lady on Go Live, I said, you know what? I can do this, right? By listening to her story, right? We got more people coming in the waiting room. This is amazing. This is amazing. Keep sharing the link, family. This is amazing. We got more people coming in, right? So family, understand we are in the presence of greatness. If you don't have a notepad, right? A notepad out, you're playing yourself. We're in the presence of greatness, right? It's very rare we see her on Zoom, family, right? We see her on that go live. But to have her on this Zoom call with us today, family, is amazing, is a blessing. Millie MILLZ, I appreciate you. I thank you for what you've done, right? I can't express my gratitude anymore, right? Guys, understand that this individual has paved the way. Man, I don't think you guys understand how special this call is today, right? You have the HFX GOAT, Mrs. Millie MILLZ herself, right? You have the HFX queen, myself, and the HFX king himself. Let's go ahead and get everyone muted out. Okay, give me 1 second. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Okay, right? We have the HFX GOAT on the call herself, Mrs. Millie MILLZ. Right? The HFX GOAT. Let's go ahead and drop some GOATs in the chat. It's okay. Let's drop some GOATs in the chat. Right? I want to make sure I'm spotlighted. Swank, am I spotlighted? Am I spotlighted? Are we good? Jaden, put a thumbs up if I'm spotlighted, Jaden. I see you. Are we good? Am I spotlighted? Okay. Right? We have the GOAT, Mrs. Millie MILLZ herself on this call today. Family, understand she doesn't benefit from anyone on this call. But she said, B, whatever you need, I'll do it. B, I'm willing to pour into your team, B. So, fam, let's drop some GOATs in the chat, right? Let's drop some GOATs in the chat. That's exactly what she is. She's a GOAT. She's paved the way, right? She made it possible for me. She gave me confidence, right? I appreciate you, Millie MILLZ. You don't even understand how much this means to me. I thank you, Millie. I'm here with my notepad being a student today, because I'm ready to hear the value and the gems that you have to drop. Family, without further ado, right? I can talk all day, but without further ado, we got more people just coming in. This is amazing. This is amazing. Keep sharing the link. This is amazing. We're almost at 200. This is amazing. Keep sharing the link, right? We talk about consistency, family, right? What allows you to have consistency? Hard work, dedication. Millie MILLZ didn't become consistent overnight, right? It wasn't an overnight process for her. She had to put in the work, right? She had to put in the consistency, right? Not only that, family, she had to believe. It was the belief. She believed that she could do this. She believed that she could impact thousands of lives on a daily basis. And look at her now. Look at her now. She's just getting started, right? She's just getting started, family. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning, right? So let's go ahead and drop a C100 in the chat. Let's drop a C100 in the chat for Go Live Educator, Millie MILLZ, right? For Go Live Educator, Millie MILLZ. As I bring her up on this call today, guys, drop a C100 in the chat and do not stop dropping that until she tells you to stop. Right? Without further ado, Millie MILLZ, I appreciate you. I thank you for this call. I'm not going to get emotional, I promise. Right, sis? I'm not going to get emotional, I promise. But I thank you for this call. I appreciate you for this call. You didn't have to do this call, but understand, God spoke something into you. He said, you know what? Pour into Be Wealthy's team. Right? And she's doing it today. So without further notice, I want to bring up the GOAT herself. Keep dropping C100s in the chat until she tells you to stop. I want to bring up the GOAT herself, Go Live Educator, Chairman loading up, Mrs. Millie MILLZ. Let's go. Let's go. Take it away.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a complete honor. It is a complete honor to be here. B, thank you so much. Thank you so much for this amazing call, for actually putting everything together along your leaders and all of your friends, right? It is a complete honor, guys. A couple of weeks ago, I met B, and wow, she reminds me of myself when I first started this amazing journey in iMastery Academy. And before I go ahead and give you guys the sauce, the real sauce I want to go ahead and just tap into my past, into the things that I had to overcome in order for me to become this person. So you see, I am a mom, just like how B mentioned, right? I have 2 beautiful kids. I'm also a wife, and I also have 2 puppies, 2 dogs. So that's 4 kids, right? 4 kids. But before that, ladies and gentlemen, I went through a lot of adversities in my life. I went through a lot of adversities. You know, I came from the Bronx. You know, I got pregnant, I got laid off, I got fired by a job, and I just didn't understand. I didn't understand what was happening. You see, I did exactly what my parents told me to do. Millie, go to school, get yourself a degree, but I still failed. I didn't understand that. So right there, ladies and gentlemen, I fell into a major postpartum depression because, you know, I became a mom for the first time. Then I got fired and I just didn't know what to do. You see, my mom told me, hey, if you want to get married, you want to make sure you have a degree, you have a title, you know, you have a job, and then you can move on and then you can have a kid. So I follow those steps, but I still failed. And I believe right now, those steps that happened to me before was the best thing that ever happened to me, because God said, Millie, you're going to impact 500 patients at that job, but I don't want you to impact 500 patients at that job. I want you to impact the world. So I have to make you feel uncomfortable. I had to make you feel like you was going to go crazy, like there was no way out, because right now at this moment, you're not going to understand. You're not going to understand. And you know what? He was right. I didn't understand. I remember being in that room. My husband, he had to do Uber at that time. And I was so depressed. I didn't even want to hold my daughter. It was so hard for me. I didn't know what was love anymore. I didn't know absolutely nothing. And guess what? I ended up being pregnant again. And at that time, I ended up in my mom's house. And guess what? That's when I Am Mastery Academy came into my life. In a small room, literally, I can literally just reach to the closet. That's how close the bed was from the closet. My clothes, my sneakers were all mixed up with my husband's sneakers and my daughter's sneakers. And I was like this with a big belly. A little girl from the Bronx with a big dream. But guess what? When I Am Mastery Academy came into my life, I was just like you when you first started. I was just like you. I did exactly what my leaders told me to do. Study the HFX Academy, hop on the Go Live sessions, and study. You're gonna blow our accounts, okay? But you need to use the power of repetition and get better so you can understand the world of HFX. And that's exactly what I did. And I kept trying and studying until one day I made $745 in less than 5 minutes. That right there just changed my whole entire mindset, because I remember making $735 every 2 weeks at my job. Think about it. Every 2 weeks, I used to get a check of $735. And when I made $745 from the comfort of my home and pregnant, I was like, whoa, something is going on here. I never got exposed to this, but you know what? We're about to do some damage in here. And I remember when my husband, he was just out. He was grinding. He was more of the builder. And he's like, I have to leave a legacy. And I just didn't understand at that time. Think about it. I was pregnant. And when he came in and he was trading, I'm like, whoa, this is next level right here. And I told him, when I give birth, watch. That's exactly what I said. When I give birth, watch. And I looked at him. And the reason why I'm saying these words is because words become things. And when I was pregnant in that room and I said that, something magical happened. It was like a pool. I didn't understand. And no matter how hard it was getting hard but I wasn't feeling the hardness because something was covering me. Something was making me feel that it was okay to go through those endless nights. That it was okay when I used to fund my account with $500 and then boom, I used to blow it out. You know why, guys? You know why that's happening to you? Do you know why? Because of your financial blueprint cap. Your financial blueprint cap. You have a subconsciously competent financial blueprint cap. And no matter what you see in the physical, it's not gonna match what's in your mind, what you're already used to making. So if you're used to making 30K a year or 40K a year, anything in the physical world is going to decrease it so you only make 30K a year. I hope you're catching this. Even if you're touching $1 million, you're gonna lose it and you're gonna decrease it to 30K because your subconscious is only used to making 30K. In fact, you will get sick and the bill of that hospital is gonna come out exactly what you used to making every single year. That's so deep. And when I understood that, that's when I had to separate something. I had to separate the spiritual world, the spiritual world, and the physical world. I was only living the physical world. I was only living the times that I used to blow my account. I was only living what I used to see every single day with my physical eyes, but I was not paying attention to what was inside of me. You see, what was inside of me was a reflection of what I was seeing, and I didn't understand that. So I had to reverse it around. And this is where God came in. This is where God, the Word, came in. Don't get it twisted. God, the Word, came in. You got to understand that what you feel and say, they both have to be in harmony. If I'm saying I am a millionaire, you best yet that subconscious mind feels like a millionaire. But if I'm saying I am a millionaire and my subconscious mind thinks about lack, I'm not a millionaire. It's not going to happen. It's going to be a dream. And we want to create not visionaries. We want to create missionaries, because when you become a visionary, it's just a dream that you can only see when you close your eyes. And that's who I was for a long time. And I was so good at it too. But I said this, I'm tired of holding this image in my mind. And then I started praying and I said, okay, I've been consistent. I'm doing everything with love. I'm doing everything that the Word is saying. I need to do something abnormal. I need to do something different. I need to fast. I need to let go of a habit. I need to just let go. You see, the only way a woman, okay, when Adam and Eve were created, Adam had to let go of a rib. You see, when Adam made the decision that there was a need of he wanting to be with a woman or have a partner, God said this, you got to remove a rib. Are you willing to remove that habit that you have? Are you willing to remove the habit of lack? Are you willing to remove something in your life that you feel like you need it, but is just literally killing you inside? That's exactly what Adam did. Watch this. When Adam spoke and he said, I need a company. I need a friend. Ask and is giving. Boom, first step. The second step was God removing the rib. The second God removed the rib, Adam was never the same. Part of his characters just changed. Part of his identity changed to create this woman. So what am I trying to say here? What do you need to remove? It can be physical or spiritual. Physical, it can be maybe drinking, maybe partying, maybe gossiping, maybe anything that is negative. Physical. Spiritual. Any bad thoughts, any bad thinking. When you wake up, what's the first thing you think about? In the middle of the day, catch your mind. What is your mind thinking? Your mind is running right now as I speak. And when this call stops, your mind is going to continue running and you're just going to be like a robot. You see, you are a walking spirit, not a walking flesh. So when I had to understand this, to really look at the charts, I then started operating in the spiritual side of myself, know who I am, what makes me emotional, what is my financial blueprint cap. And I said to myself spiritually, every time that I hear $1 million is not going to affect my subconscious mind. I'm going to flow with it. My heart is not going to pump because of the lack, if that makes sense. So when you're looking at the charts, what are you really looking at? Because every time that you look at the charts, ladies and gentlemen, it's just a reflection of you. It's a reflection of you. Is the emotional patterns. If you go back to the history of how many times you won a trade and lost a trade, if you lost more, it means you have more negative thoughts in your mind than positive. Shush! Guys, if you have more losses, and I'm talking about a strict trading plan. I'm not talking about a trading plan where you're just clicking. No. I'm talking about a strict trading plan where you're so strict. You're like, okay, I want to know why I won and I want to know why I had a lesson. And go back to it. Dissect your wins and dissect your lessons. The reason why you have more lessons is because your mind is operating on more lessons than wins. I don't blame you though, because the way we was brought up is to operate literally on more lessons than wins. And why is that? And why do I say that? Because the way our parents brought us up is to be in a bubble, comfort zone, safe zone. And we know that if we are in that safe zone, we will never, ever, ever, ever are going to tap in to our gift. So the purpose of today's call is going to be the spiritual side to success. And it's a complete honor to speak about this because I can easily go ahead and open up I Am That Center. Everything that I do via Go Live, I can easily do that. But I feel like the subject is just so powerful because it has transformed me. It has transformed my business. It has transformed me as a wife, as a leader, as an educator, all to the next level, to the point where my students are changing their mindsets. But we must understand that we are a walking spirit. What you see in the outside is just a reflection of your spirit. Now, what is a spirit? Okay, what is a spirit? What is a soul? And I'm going to break this down right now. What is a spirit? What is a soul? Okay, so we have a trinity, which is we have a body, okay? We have a spirit, and we have a soul, okay? And this is a trinity. When you understand this right here, guys, it's over. When you understand this right here, guys, it's over. And I am going to explain the reason why it's going to be over, literally, when you understand this. The body is a flesh. okay, it becomes dust. It disappears. All right. The soul is based on emotions. Now understand that we have physical senses and we also have spiritual senses. Now we also have a will. Okay? The power to make a decision. Now the spirit is where the heart is at. The spirit is your subconscious mind. The results that you have right now in the physical, that's in your spirit. Now watch this. We're used to seeing, hearing, smelling, eating, touching, everything from the physical. We pour it into the soul. The soul has the emotions, the power to make a decision, and the spiritual senses. We're like sponges. We just accept everything. And then we download it to our subconscious mind. We have been doing this since the second that we were born. So this right here is your results. Now watch this. If you want to change your results, you must cleanse your heart. It's the other way around. It's the heart, the soul, and then you pour it out to the body, and then you get to see it in the physical world. That's the deal right here. This is the deal. And this is what they're not going to tell you. Because the second you got this, you're going to activate the power of will. And because the soul is right in the middle, the medium, which means also media, will never control you. Sheesh. I hope you guys are getting this.
Sheesh.
And I'm gonna repeat that one more time, very slow. We used to seen to believe or accept and then believe. Oh my God. We're used to seen to accept and then believe. That's what we're used to. So we're believing a lot of garbage. Have you noticed? I have been believing a lot of garbage too. But instead of you activating the gift inside of you, and I'm going to show you how to do that tonight, we believe, accepting it, and the universe doesn't have another choice to give it to you. But this is dangerous right here. You see the enemy? The enemy doesn't want your spirit. The enemy doesn't want your body neither. The enemy doesn't want your spirit, and the enemy doesn't want your body. He don't care about your body. He don't care about your spirit, because the God already gave you the Holy Spirit. You was already born with a gift. The enemy wants your soul. The soul is right in the middle. He knows that if he creates certain scenarios in your life, you're going to go emotional and you're going to quit. He knows that if you go on Instagram, all you got to look is at a picture and that's say he caught you. He knows that if you just hear one word, that's it, it's over, your belief system shuts down. He knows what he's gonna place or what he places right in front of you in the flesh, that they look like friends and family members, because he knows that you're gonna accept all the garbage. But when you know that out of millions and trillions of sperms, each of those sperm had a gift, and God said, out of those millions and billions of gifts that are swimming to the home, I need this gift to land in that egg, because at this time, I need that gift to be shown in the flesh. So now the sperm and the egg, two identities, becomes one, and is you. You see, you have been, and this is, we can relate. I get it. I've been there. I get it. You got caught up with the physical eyes because the enemy got you in the middle. The enemy caught you here so you don't focus on this. The enemy caught you right in the middle and then said, I know he's gonna attract it. Everything that you're seeing, hearing, smelling, everything, you're just accepting everything because you don't know that you got spiritual senses. He don't want you to look back. He don't want you to look back. That's the reason why when you're looking at these accounts, you're only looking forward and you're quitting, because he wants you to be in that bubble again. He wants the next generation to be negative. But when you look back and you start thinking when you was 5, 6, 7 years old, there was something that you did that nobody else can do. I promise you that. There was an action that you did that you changed someone, you shifted someone. Maybe your mom calls you for certain things. Maybe your dad calls you maybe someone calls you for certain advice, and you just don't know why these type of people, they just gravitate to you. It's something. God has been giving you the spiritual senses, okay? Stay with me, not the physical, the spiritual senses, and we're gonna go over the spiritual senses, has been throwing you little crumbs and crumbs, little crumbs. Go back, check those crumbs. It's part of your gift. It's part of your gift. You see this energy that I have? This is my gift. I realized this when God came into my life a couple of months ago, and I'm talking about deeply in my life. I didn't understand why I had so much energy. I didn't understand why my voice, my tonality was just so profound. It was so sharpening. It would penetrate people's minds. I didn't understand that. And I found my gift. And I get it now. And when I was 5, 6, 7 years old, I get it. I used to be like this when I was at that age, just in certain scenarios. And if you had a negative scenario, still find your gift in that negative scenario. If you used to be in the streets, you used to be good at something. I promise you that. So the enemy doesn't want you to go back. He just want to continue downloading all these garbage so you don't see the charts, because he knows the power of these charts. He knows the power of I am. He knows the power of leadership. So he controls you, and then you get to see it in the flesh, and then you get disappointed because you don't know your power. Type in HFX in that chat box if you're like, whoa, right now. I told you it was gonna be different. You will never, ever, 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 ever look at the charts the same. I promise you that. And whenever those charts are intimidating you, it's not the charts, baby. It's the subconscious mind. And you're gonna stop the subconscious mind and you're gonna say, it is safe to, I feel safe to look at these charts. I feel safe to hear this information, because your body doesn't feel safe when it hears $1 million. So what it does is it rejects it, subconsciously competent. Shush. So you got to use the power of repetition and consistency and just say it and say it and say it until you, even though you don't see it with the physical, you get to see it when you close your eyes. You see, when you imagine something is invincible, IN is separate from vincible. Just because it's invincible doesn't mean that God is keeping a secret. It means that it has not yet been accomplished in the flesh, in the physical world. Invincible means that it's inside, in spirit, just waiting for you to take domain of that power and that image and take action with the power of faith and belief and repetition to manifest it in the physical world. The second you think something, be very careful what you're thinking, because it's alive. Be very careful what flows in your mind, because those thoughts are alive. Alive. Physical senses, spiritual senses. And they're both dangerous. They're both dangerous. Why is that? Because if you're not well equipped spiritually, then the physical is just going to control you. You're easy. The enemy has a favorite word, distraction. So you know exactly how to distract you. Haven't you made a decision and then all of a sudden your friends are inviting you after you just made that decision, and literally seconds ago they just call you? Whew. When you make a decision, that's when the enemy is gonna come and attack you. And you might think that you passed the test that first, second week. But he is so good, because the next test, he's going to put a nice little cherry on the top. And that's when your faith is going to be tested. How bad you want it. We say it's done. And when it's done, it means that you're looking at the last chapter of the book. But yeah, you're in the middle of the chapter and you're giving up. It wasn't done then. It wasn't done. Because the enemy is deceiving you by showing you small numbers. The enemy is deceiving you with the physical. Stay with me. It doesn't matter if you just started a broker's account right now. I don't care. Anything is possible when you say it. Anything. If God made the world in 7 days, anything is possible. Let's talk about abnormal results here. Anything is possible. And he said that the 7th day, which it was on Sunday, he said, I'm tired. I need a rest. Can you believe that God was tired of speaking? Which means, what does that mean? What does that mean if you speak? You wait, hold on. You spoke. You first imagine all these people on this call with their senses and organs and blood and veins and intestines and a heart and a brain and the will. You must be so good. Wow. You must be so good to create this human being, you guys. And on top of that, with different gifts, because what I have, you don't have, and what you have, I don't have. You must be so good. You must be so omnipresent, so omnipotent. You must be so like no ending, no beginning. This is the day you're born. You got 2 birthdays. The day you're born and the day you die. 2 birthdays. When you look at the cemetery, you see 2 years, the year you was born and the year that you died. That space means, or is describing what you did here in the present world. What are you gonna do with this space? Are you gonna give it all you got? But you see, that power is a circle. It doesn't have a beginning or an end. So if right now, and I'm speaking like my heart is the one speaking right now. If right now you're going through something, if right now you started maybe an account, if right now you lost something, if right now maybe you're battling something, you best yet that energy, that God is going to come in with no beginning and no end, and he is going to lift you up. But you got to believe. I don't know if you feel that in your stomach. I don't know if you feel that burning desire. I don't know if you feel like your inside's jumping. I don't know if you feel that. I feel it. It's like something wants to come out. That's the hit in you that have been there for so many years. And the enemy has been laughing in your face and putting the worst episodes and the worst traumas just to deceive you, because he knows that the second you wake up is over. He knows that. The enemy knows you, but knows what you also hold inside of you. That's why he don't want you to look back. That's why when you start something, you never end it, because he knows what the power of consistency means, because he knows what the power of repetition contains. He knows that when you use the power of repetition with words and action, he's gone, because you're already learning how to accept that it's whatever it was is not is anymore, because you're brand new. You're reborn again in the spirit. Being reborn again in the spirit, guys. Deleting your traumas, deleting, forgiving, loving people, literally forgiving people, because they're battling their own demons too. And it's the hardest thing to do because we're just not well equipped. But when we learn the word, everything becomes easy. Everything becomes a little bit more smooth. And the charts are gonna look much more amazing. I guarantee you that, guys. You gotta make sure that everything that you are hearing, seeing, even eating, even touching, make sure that it connects with your goal. Be so jealous with your temple. Be very jealous. You see, we're jealous of a man and we're jealous of a woman, but we're not jealous of this, of the gift that God gave us. Are you kidding me? But how do you be jealous with it? I mean, I don't blame you. When I was 16 and 17 and I used to have little boyfriends, I used to be jealous too. I just didn't understand this information. I get it. But I'm giving you guys something that I learned and I'm seeing different. Like what I'm seeing right now is different. If I ask you right now, what do you see? Matter of fact, what do you see? Put it in that chat box. What do you see? There you go. 99.9% of people are going to say, I see a pencil. You know what I see? Success. When I see a pencil, I see success. Do you see that? What do you see? When you're looking at the charts, what do you see? Do you just see the currencies moving around, or do you see a story? Or do you see your story? When you're looking at the charts, are you seeing your trauma? That's what you're seeing. I used to see my trauma too. That's why I used to blow so many accounts. I'm being honest. When you see something, what do you see? When you see one of your leaders, what do you see? When you see one of your chairmen or P600s or P1000, what exactly do you see? Do you see them ranking to chairman 10? Like literally, do you really see? Like, you're seeing this person already with a nice little chairman, title. Do you see that? When you're looking at the charts, what do you see? When you're looking at your broker, what do you see? Because every time that those numbers in your broker drop, your feelings drop too. And that's how the enemy gets to you. That's what happened to me. I got sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. Like literally, I got sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. It has been a crazy journey, guys. And I love it. Because something that I learned from John C. Maxwell this weekend, I don't want to hear, 6-7 figures account, millionaire, all these luxury and mansions and cars. I want to see and hear how many times you fail. I want to hear that. I want to hear how many times you fail. How many times you fail. Because if you fail 1,000,000 times, I'm going with you. I'm going with you. If you failed 1,000,000 times. Why you think we got light? Edison, he failed thousands of times. But guess what? The cables he had in his hands, he would move it around this way and fail. The light did not turn on. He would move it around this way and the light did not turn on. He would shift it this way again. The light did not turn on. He would shift it this way and the light turned on. But stay with me. I'm here working physical. But what am I seeing here? I'm seeing the light. I'm seeing the light. I'm seeing the world turning on the light. And I'm still here. And the light does not turn on, guys. The light does still not turn on. My computer, it does not turn on. My phone is dead. It does not turn on. I don't have no electricity. The light doesn't turn on, but I still see the light. And I still fail. And then I find this and I still fail. And I put this on top to see if the light turns on. And I still fail. And I did this and I still fail. And then I put this on top and I connected these cables and the light still failed physically, not spiritually. Until we have light all over the world. We have light all over the world. Don't you ever give up for your dreams. This is more than 6 figures. If you're not a parent, this is more than 6 figures. You're gonna break a code reaching 6 figures that is gonna change the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th generation to come. You're gonna level up to P5K, Chairman 10. Yeah, the money's good. But you're gonna break a code in you that nobody broke before you. And that code is gonna change tomorrow's and the 2nd and the 3rd and the 4th and the 5th and the 6th and the 7th and the 10th generations to come when you're gone. Life will never be the same because you defeated the enemy. And yes, you crack 6, 7 figures. And yes, you hit chairman 10 and above. Because God has to reward you. You see, you have been working so much spiritually and you believe so much in him. And then you know what he's going to say? You know what? Because you have been holding that for so long, here it is, my son. Here it is, my daughter. Now you can see it physically. I told you guys today's call was going to be different. So what is your financial blueprint cap? Ask yourself, and you have to be realistic. How much have you really made? If it's 30K, be realistic. Because just to crack 30 to 35 is a habit that you got to crack. Just to increase $5,000 more. You guys, listen. In all you get understanding. I hope you guys are catching this one right there. Just to increase $1,000 more, there's something that needs to change in you. You're just not going to manifest it like that. There's a value that you got to drink and that you got to pour out to reach that level. If that makes sense. If you don't know your financial blueprint cap right now, write it down. Because we have the compound plan, and then we say, okay, if I make my 5% in 4 months, I'll become a millionaire. It's not going to happen like that, because it's not the physical, it's the spiritual. And every time that you're about to crack from 9,000 to 10,000, your feelings is going to make you blow out that account for you not to reach that $10,000. I'm getting hot in here, guys, because this is next level. If did that happen to you? When you about to crack $10,000, something happens. Even the brokers spike you out because they can feel your emotions. They just know you're just an emotional creature. They just know that your financial blueprint cap is only $4,000. So we got to cleanse our spirit. Okay? We got to cleanse our spirit by forgiving, by making a decision, by knowing what our belief system has brought us up onto this present moment. You gotta be realistic. You gotta look at your life. Look at your life and say, wow, the income tax is we're about to file for income tax right now. Check your income tax papers and see how much you make every year. It's probably going to be the same, or maybe just less, or maybe just a little bit more, but then it will always come down. That's why they say overnight success is crazy, because if you get overnight success, you're going to lose it, because you in the physical world, the physical matrix is going to get interrupted, which you can go from 0 to 100 real quick, but the spiritual world is not there yet. So because it's not there yet, it has to come right back down. So we got to focus in ourselves. We don't focus on other people. When you understand this information, you take your life serious. Even the water you're drinking, you take it serious. You start exercising because you know that this physical body is up to something. Even the pores of your face changes. Even the look, even your shoulders as a woman, it starts changing for some reason. And yeah, you could look at your bank account and it's zero, but I don't know, my body is showing something different. Something is going on here. It's just a matter of time. And I just understand, and I just gotta laugh, and I just gotta thank God. So if you know the ending story, because when you close your eyes, you can see the image. what it makes you feel. What it makes you feel. What 6 figures and 7 figures really makes, you see, before I would look at 6 figures or 5 figures or 4 figures or 7 figures. Yeah, I cracked it, all these things. But now I'm looking at my daughter. I remember when I couldn't make it on Go Live and my daughter said, Mommy, you don't have Go Live? And I'm like, sheesh. If something happens to me and I'm not on Go Live, I'm going to disappoint this little girl. The impact that my kids had experienced when they turn 18, 20, 21 years old, how their life is going to be. What is going to be their financial blueprint, Cap? So I need you guys to cleanse your hearts, forgive people, forgive yourself. You guys have been hitting yourself so much spiritually. You're probably getting too exhausted and you're just giving up and you just feel like you don't have no hope. I need you guys to really forgive yourself for the things that happened in the past that have been tormenting your mind and then downloading to your heart. And then God cannot present the rainbow to you because it cannot flow through you, because it got too much rocks. It got too much things in here. Just got to let it go. And you got to know that you're here, ladies and gentlemen, for a reason. You have a gift. You have a power. The enemy doesn't want to unleash your vocal cords. That's why you speak like this, because he knows that if you speak like this, you cannot speak like this. I used to speak like this before, and I was scared. But when I got my tonality and my power, another tonality just came out. I want to hear your tonality. It's different than mine's. The shapes of my teeth and the sizes of my teeth and the sizes of my tongue throws a different tone. And everybody's teeth sizes and tongue sizes is different, which means we have millions of tonalities. What is your tonality? Sheesh. This call is next level, guys. But this is you, not me. You got to get serious. We got to go on war. We got to go on war. We got to go on war with our thoughts. We got to go on war with our actions. We got to go on war with the things that are around us that the enemy is presenting so we don't get to see the glory. We got to go on war. Every time that we're looking at these charts, we got to continue reaching out to people. We got to continue looking at the academy so we can see what it is that Millie is preaching for almost 2 years. And it's the same information. And the reason why it's the same information is because you still have not changed your heart. You haven't changed your heart. You got to go on war. It's more than just a rank. I'm telling you, it's more than you deserve the rank. When you crack that thought, when you break that enemy in half like this, you deserve that rank because it was hard to do it, guys. You made the decision to do it. When you level up from 9,000 and you crack that 10,000 plus, you did something different. I guarantee you did something different in the spiritual. You saw something, you felt something, and didn't have no other choice to be manifested in the flesh. No other choice. Bob Proctor said it best: what you hold in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. Earl Nightingale said, whatever you think, most of the time you will become. You guys are just not really catching it because you're being deceived by the medium, which is media, which gets to your soul. And because you don't understand that you got a power to accept or reject, you're accepting everything. So the second you turn on the TV, what are you accepting? You're going to get a headache and you're going to go on Instagram and the first thing you're going to see on Instagram is Tylenol. How? How are you going to see Tylenol if you never search for Tylenol? You're going to be talking about depression and stress out. And all of a sudden, now you're going to go to YouTube and the commercial is going to be cancer. Because the enemy is trying to make you see the cancer so you can feel it and accept it. And then you're going to grow the cancer and then you're going to die with the cancer. So you got the power to accept or reject anything. Don't accept the negative. Don't accept what you see, the diseases, the negativity, the blowing out account. It doesn't make any sense to you what you're seeing here. If you keep blowing out your account, it just doesn't make any sense what you're seeing here because you see something else. So something has to be erupted here. Something has to be erupted. See, a matrix code has to be switched. See the matrix code? You don't know how to read it. You can't read it. But the second one code is interrupted, something is happening. That's why when you make the decision to do something, a matrix code, a switch goes like this. The enemy goes in and tries to deceive you to see how strong you are. But because you're walking with the word, the enemy can be right in front of you and you're just gonna say the word and it's gonna flee. Make the enemy flee with love, which is the highest frequency. If the charts are you and you dirty, treat it with love. If the charts are doing you dirty, treat it with love. But you got to feel love. You can say, I'm love, and then inside there's an enemy. Be careful. Be careful. Because we got three voices. We have three voices that are speaking to us every single day. The you voice, the enemy voice, and the Holy Spirit voice. So when you speak, you want to make sure it's not based on your understanding. It's based on the word's understanding. Not a lot of people, I don't think a lot of people are going to understand that part right there, but I hope you guys did. You want to make sure it's the word's understanding, not your understanding. Because if you start looking at the things that happen to you based on your understanding, you're toasted. You're not going to understand how beautiful that book that you're writing spiritually is. There was a shift on this call today, and I know that. And I'm going to hear the testimony too. And I know that. Because before I got onto this call, I didn't want to speak based on my understanding. And yet I still need more understanding. Sheesh. You see how humble I am to say that I didn't want to. You see how humble I am to say that even though I don't know all understanding, I didn't want to speak based on my understanding. Remember this, guys. You are a walking spirit. Whatever you see in your eyes is a reflection of the inside. The reason why you see a lot of young people that they look older is because they're spiritually dead already. The reason why you see older people that are looking younger is because spiritually they're alive. There are a lot of walking bodies and they're already dead. Wake up. This is your time to look back and go back and connect the dots backwards and find out the reason why you was here. So for that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. MILLZ is back. Hello, I'm right here. I'm back now because something else just took over, but MILLZ is back. B, I love you so much. Keep doing what you're doing. This call was next level. I cannot wait for all the gifts that are about to just explode out of this call. And it's a complete honor, guys. A complete honor to be here. Keep doing what you're doing. You're going to be an amazing, amazing educator. So yes, keep doing what you're doing with all your heart. I remember doing this when I first started, and I can tell that you're leading with your heart. And I can tell that you're just, you're this ball of energy, just like me. And I remember, and that, don't take it for granted, sis. Love you. Let me pass it down to you. Let's go.
Wow, family, listen. Wow, I don't think you guys understand. Like, that was next level. Family, let's drop some MILLZ in the chat. What I want each and every one of you guys to do right now, if you haven't already done so, I need you to take a picture of this call and post it on your story. I need you to tag MILLZ in the story. You don't have to necessarily tag me, right? This call is not about me, but I need you to take a picture if you haven't already done so, right? If you haven't done so, take a picture of the flyer, but I need you to tag MILLZ on this call. Go to her last post, her most recent post. She did a video, family. Look at that video she did where she talked about her story, where she talked about how, she was pregnant and she literally took a leap of faith in this journey. I want that to touch you guys. MILLZ, wow. I got so much notes here. I'm ready to go back to the team that was not on this call, right? And preach to them what you told me today, right? I didn't expect this, right? Miss Silver, beyond what I expected. Like Miss Silver said, this is beyond what I expected. Let's keep dropping a MILLZ in the chat. Let's keep dropping a MILLZ in the chat. Let's keep dropping a MILLZ in the chat, family. Let's keep dropping. I don't think you guys understand who this woman is on this call. Let's continue to drop a MILLZ on this chat. Go to her most recent post, right? And I want you to go underneath that post and say, Millie, I appreciate you. That's all you have to say, right? Say, Millie, I appreciate you. Go to her most recent post. Everyone go on Instagram right now to her most recent post and say, Millie, I appreciate you. I want everyone to tag MILLZ on their story tonight. Millie, I appreciate you, sis. Thank you. I have the recording for this call. I see some individuals ask for the recording. I will be uploading this. I see more people still coming in. This is amazing, right? They're a little late to the call, right? But they're still coming in. So I will be uploading this on YouTube. Millie, thank you, sis. I appreciate for what you're doing, right? You're literally setting by example, right? Not only on the charts, not only on the Go Live side, but for a spiritual side, from a spiritual side, right, guys? Understand, in order to become successful, yeah, you can put in the hard work, family, but it's more of the spiritual side, right? Family, if you don't believe you can do this, you won't do it. If you don't believe that God can use you in I Am Mastery Academy, he won't use you. I had a vision when I first started that God was going to use me, and look at things unfolding now. Millie, I appreciate you, sis. I love you so much for doing this call, right? Make sure you tag her on Instagram. Make sure you go to her most recent post, right? Make sure you go to her most recent post and say, Millie, I appreciate you. I need everyone to show gratitude to MILLZ today, right? Whether it be on her story, whether it be on her page. I need everyone on this call to show gratitude to MILLZ today. I appreciate you, Swank, for opening up this call, man. Thank you for what you do each and every night. Live trading calls, teaching the team, right? Understand that Swank and I learned, right, from MILLZ. We didn't do this by ourselves, family, right? We learned from the GOAT herself. So I will be dropping this recording on YouTube. Millie, I appreciate you, Queen. Thank you for what you do. I'm going to go ahead and end the call here. I'm going to go ahead and play the song Big right? Because I seen this song, and it's crazy, it's alignment, because I seen this song on MILLZ live session not too long ago, right? She was actually on a Go Live, well, she was actually on Instagram Live, right? She was actually on Instagram Live, and she was playing this song, and wow, that's just alignment to me. That's just alignment to me, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and end this session, right, with that song. Pastor Mike is gonna be big. Make sure you show some gratitude to Millie Mills. You don't really have to tag me. It's not about me, right? Show some gratitude to her. Millie, I appreciate you, sis. Thank you again. Thank you, Swank, for opening this call. Take care, family. Thank you.
If you are
Cause God is a big guy. God is a big guy. God is a big guy. Say I believe. Yeah, it's my season. God didn't bring you this far just to bring you this far. Say this, it's my time. Yeah, you're doing it big. Let's go. Breakthroughs in the room. It's yours if you want it. I'm anticipating. Fellas, God's getting ready. Yeah. This is my favorite part. For I know God, He work. Yeah. And it's gonna be. Hey, if you still believe that the pandemic doesn't change the promise, you ought to declare. God is a big guy. God is a big guy. Yeah, God is a big guy. Everybody, let's go. He's gonna pour. Won't even try. Yeah. God's about to blow your mind. I need everybody up right now. It's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be. It's gonna be big. It's gotta be big. Lord, let it be. Hey, my future is big. My blessing is big. My destiny's big. The new job will be. The next check will be. The next door will be. Lord, let it be big. Hey, and it's gonna be. What is God about to do for you? Say. Let's swag it, sir. Swag it, sir. He's gonna pour. Yeah, a blessing I know. Yeah, the whole squad with it. Wheels and number. Tell everybody connected to you, they better stay close to you. Cause the next thing God is doing for you, it's gonna be so. The devil already know when it and it's gonna be. God bless you.